Good morning. This is a day in our life.
How do you usually start your day?
Alright, time for more cuddling. Good night. You pull my knees that way. And my left arm. I am Shane.
And I'm Hannah.
And we are in a relationship. We love to cuddle. I think we start every day by snuggling in a little tighter for as long as we can. Really, I just let her go. Coffee.
Yeah, that's actually what you do.
Coffee. And you go, not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Coffee.
No thanks.
I was born with a disease called spinal muscular atrophy that basically makes all of the muscles in my body extremely weak.
What do you want to wear?
I'll do those like light gray shoes and like black long sleeve shirt. Is it cold today? Probably.
Yeah, it's freezing.
It's winter in Minnesota.
It's very cold. I'm Shane's girlfriend and also his caregiver. So we live together and I help him with just day-to-day activities, getting up, getting dressed.
To make sure I don't die.
Yep,
basically.
keeping him alive.
Imagine if this was the one time that you like
Broke your arm.
putting my shirt up. Day in the life in the emergency room.
I view caregiving as just a normal part of our relationship. Before Shane, I had zero experience with it. But Shane made it fun, and now it's just so natural that I don't really think about it.
Actually, I want a different shirt.
Oh my god. That's too late.
The caregiving was always part of our relationship. From the first day that Hannah and I spent together, I need help with stuff. Alright,
All set.
and now we lift. She lifts.
We left.
How much do you weigh?
I weigh about 65 pounds, so I'm small. Coffee. Now that I'm in my chair, I am mobile and independent within our own home. There's narrow doorways in our apartment, so I have to hit the turns there. I've been doing that for a year, still have not nailed that turn.
Was there any part of the caregiving that you were nervous about her taking over?
The only thing that I was a little bit nervous about was having her help me use the toilet. So I'm going to show you guys how I use the toilet when I have to poop. And I'm not going to take my pants off to show you this process because none of you want to see all of the details. But basically what will happen is Hannah normally would lift me onto the bed or any other flat surface, take my pants off, and then lift me and put me on the toilet. So Hannah holds me up while I poop.
Yep.
Super weird. It's super normal for us.
True.
It's your favorite part of every day.
Nope.
That was like such a intimate, personal thing to have her wipe my butt. And I didn't want her to be like, oh, this is actually not what I signed up for. I didn't think that that would happen, but there was that small fear that made me hesitate. I have developed in my lifetime what I call my burden complex, which is this fear that people are annoyed by the help that I need.
Has this just become part of your norm?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's not really that weird. I mean, I spend my poop time trying to make Hannah laugh,
Yeah.
distracting her from the smell.
What was it like the first time you helped Shane poop?
I'm trying to think of what I remember. I remember that you were nervous.
Just darkness.
Like that was the first time that you were nervous for anything.
Yeah. She's encouraged me to not think of my caregiving activities as a burden, which has been very healthy for me to reframe some of my needs in a more positive way. I've needed help doing poop my whole life, so it's just a part of my life. And I mean, it's funny and like a little embarrassing in like a childish sense, but it's just a part of life, so it's really not that big of a deal. After we wake up, we love to read some of the comments that we've received on our YouTube channel. Can I have a sip real quick? Thank you. Did we get any comments last night?
Yeah. Let's see. You guys are awesome. You make me laugh with how you tell your stories. LOL.
Aww.
That was on our Hannah's Most Embarrassing Moment video.
Hannah and I are YouTubers, and we're documenting our relationship together. And we get a lot of negative feedback from people.
This girl's got some serious issues on our Valentine's Day dinner video.
There you go.
She's here for clout because there's no way that their relationship is real.
The negative comments motivate us to, inform and help the people that don't quite get what we're doing yet.
Quick question, why are they together? Like, what's the real reason for question marks? Because honestly, this isn't something you see every day, especially in this generation. I actually think that I think this generation is the one that you see it most in.
Especially not in this generation.
Yeah.
Now, the 1950s, you saw it all the time.
It was great for disability.
And I love making breakfast together when we have time. And so we'll fry up some eggs or make some hash browns. And we love experimenting with new breakfast foods. We are making scrambled eggs for breakfast. Shane likes to have his with caramelized onions. Oh yes, please. We get together. I'm not really a physical participant, but whenever I can, I try to help out with the recipe or other suggestions, like the heat is too high on the oven or the stove. That's a popular one. You're the head chef.
Since when?
No, I'm head chef. Did it feel good though for that one second that you thought you were head chef?
What are some adjectives you would use to describe Shane?
Funny, kind, cute, loving, smart, handsome.
Hannah usually helps me spoon or fork my food into my mouth.
Yeah, if we're eating at the same time.
And then I use my hands to assist myself with chewing. So I have like this real specific position that I get into where I put my arms up and in a little bit more. Okay.
Good.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm at home with him and I don't get tired of him. I get tired of most people. I think that's how I knew you were the one, is that I could just be with you all the time and never get sick of you.
It's very cute.
Yeah, so it's very comfortable.
This episode will be called The Sounds of Shane Eating and Drinking.
Oh my god.
Alright, so I'm gonna brush my teeth now. In our apartment, the bathroom is too small for my chair, so I go in the hallway, and then Hannah brings my supplies out to the hallway to do my teeth. Good?
Good?
Do you want me to raise up?
Yeah, actually a little.
I go up so that I'm more on her level while she brushes my teeth.
Something that comes up a lot in the comments section of our videos on YouTube is people wondering if Shane's care is a burden on me and if I get burnt out, if I view it as something that like I have to do like reluctantly, that just sort of...
Or if your life is awful because of it.
If I have no life outside of caregiving for Shane. And the answer to that is no. It's also not that easy to get into your tooth area because your mouth doesn't open very wide. So circular motions, there's not really room for them. I sort of do what I can do.
You do a perfect job.
Thanks.
I don't like for healing, okay?
It is not a burden. It is really like a seamless part of our day. It's not something that jumps out. It's not like...
Doesn't take a lot of time.
It doesn't take a lot of time or effort.
Hard.
Yeah, it's not difficult. And we're lucky that it isn't difficult. Shane is like small and you know, like I can lift you really easily. Like it's not a...
Every day long. It's still like... Yeah. It's not like I'm demanding or like...
Yeah.
I don't think
well, I wouldn't be with you if you were just had a terrible personality.
Oh, my hair.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if a brush is gonna help that.
I can wear a hat.
I think it's beyond brushable.
That's not a brush, that's a comb.
This is a brush.
Oh yeah, that's a brush. I always forget.
Is Hannah your first girlfriend?
No, Hannah is not my first girlfriend. And I think people are often amazed by that fact because they have this misunderstanding of our relationship and they think that Hannah is remarkable for being with me. And so when they find out that, you know, I have dated prior to Hannah, they're like, what? There were other women that dated a guy in a wheelchair? And so that's just another comment on the way that society looks at disability. Can I pee real quick before I go on? Alright, now I'll pee and then I'll do my speech.
Okay. This is Shane's pee jar. It's what he uses when he has to go to the bathroom. So I'll pick him up and lay him on the bed and then he'll pee into this and I'll dump it in the toilet.
Nice and simple.
Yeah.
There we go, nice and easy. It makes it a lot easier than having to put me on the toilet every time I only have to pee.
Yeah.
So, and it's good for going like when I'm out and about too. I just have to find a
place to lay,
flat surface to lay on. Cause like in my chair, there's just not really enough room to put the jar where it needs to be, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, look how you're sitting.
I would spill it everywhere. We don't want that, so.
When we're in public, the most misunderstood thing is just that he's not an adult. People think he's not an adult. They think he's a toddler or a young child or my child. He'll be given kids menus. I'll be asked what he wants to order. So when we're out in public, that's definitely the most common misconception about him. You're gonna wish there was a bigger pillow there.
Why, is there a pillow?
No, there's a pillow, but I always want more of a pillow than there is. See.
Alright, time to pee, get out of here, you sickos. Through my nonprofit organization, I give a variety of talks to schools all over the country, thanks to programs like Skype. This is my position to do my talks. I'm like, there we go.
Your wheel's a little...
Here,
Yeah, maybe turn them. There we go. Perfect.
Good.
Is that the right height?
I think so, yeah. Then I did my laptop. Thank you. And then can you move this? Alright. Take it back a little bit. Oh, I need to like log in like right now.
Oh yeah, you do. Are you good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fine.
I love you.
I love you.
I will yell
Text
when
me
I'm
when
done.
you're done. Yell. Okay.
What's up? How is everyone?
What's up, Shane?
Oh wow, you guys are high energy for this early in the morning. I was born with a disease called spinal muscular atrophy that I've lived with my entire life. And this disease makes all of my muscles really weak, so I've used a wheelchair for my entire life. Even though I have to do things a little bit differently, my life is still happy and normal and fun. I teach kids that disability is not a negative thing, and I try to give them a healthier understanding of what living with a disability is really like. That is my pee jar. So that's how I use the bathroom when I only have to pee. It's a lot simpler than having me lifted onto the toilet and doing that whole deal. With my pee jar, I can go wherever I have to go. I need to be laying down to use it because just like reasons. But it makes using the bathroom a lot easier so that the next time they meet someone that has a physical disability, they're not so nervous or afraid to interact with that person. I just want to thank you all for being so attentive and asking me questions. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great rest of the week. So I'm gonna text Hannah now, let her know that I'm done. I should probably just yell for her, but don't know what she's up to, so I'll text her. In addition to all the like caregiving stuff that we do in the day, we also just have the regular activities of life, like going grocery shopping and going to get food, and the caregiving really doesn't take up that much of our day.
Finding an apartment that was accessible was really difficult, so we had to make this one accessible ourselves. And we have 2 ramps that we use.
This is all ice. Ah. It's so snowy. I hate winter. I hate winter. I hate winter. I hate winter.
I'm holding on to you so you don't slide.
Oh yeah. I have a wheelchair accessible van that allows me to travel wherever I need to be.
Just a button, one for stow, one for deploy, and I'll just push that button until it's all the way out, and then Shane will go on up.
Yeah.
And then I'll use like
Tie downs.
tie downs to strap his chair in.
Yeah, so I don't fly all over the place.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hold your neck?
No, I'm good.
Shane gets bored very easily at the grocery store or the mall. He tends to want to do other things as soon as we get there.
I already forget everything on the list.
It's okay. It's all in the food section.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. And then like the paper. Why are you doing that? Oh. Do you see my look of concern?
On the other hand, sometimes he sees things that he likes, and he'll require that we buy them.
Like those cups today.
Yeah, even
I
if we
had to
don't
have.
need
Oh,
them.
I'm gonna use one tonight for my beer. Ooh, I like these cups. Look at these black cups.
Those are cool.
I really like them.
At least he finds enjoyment in them after. They're always things that he truly loves.
It's the small things. Like my little brown coffee mug.
The ugly one.
I get bored grocery shopping. I like to pick out fun things, like snacks. I think that we use humor to make light of and have fun with all the difficult aspects of life. And so we're always making fun of our problems and everything that we have going on. It always feels like it will be fun to like tell them to pick out food that we'll eat, but then I get here and I'm just like, okay, I'm tired of this. Maybe I should ride in the shopping cart. Can I ride in the shopping cart?
Nope.
How about under it?
Probably that would work better.
Would I fit under there?
I think people think that he doesn't help me physically at all, and so they assume that like my life is terrible. And first of all, like he does help me physically because he can carry a lot of things on his wheelchair. It's a huge perk that people don't even think about. But like I don't have to carry bags. Like he carries everything.
And tuck that down and then.
True.
Good. See, there are ways that I help, you know?
It's true.
Like physical ways, I mean.
Yeah.
Anna is a student, so she is in her senior year of college and very busy with that as well. So we have a lot going on that requires our attention every day. I'm gonna go get set up to do some work while Hannah goes to class. Can you grab me some food? Like a snack?
Which
Maybe those peanut butter.
crackers?
Yeah. In a bowl with a spoon.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm getting Shane's snack ready for while I'm gone. He's gonna have peanut butter crackers. I usually just put it in a bowl, and then he has plastic spoons that are light and easy to lift. And he can just eat them throughout the day whenever he gets hungry.
What do you do when Hannah's not here?
So I am very independent once I have my laptop and my phone on my lap. With those two devices, I have access to the world. And so I write, I type, I send emails, I wind up on Reddit.
Okay,
I'll see you after.
I'll see you. I'll
Love you.
text you. Probably during my class.
Nope.
Just kidding.
Pay attention.
All right.
Love you.
I love you.
So when Hannah goes to class, I set up to work. And I can do everything that I have to do right here. I have an app on my phone that turns my phone into a keyboard for my laptop. So I type everything on my phone and then I see it appear on my screen. So with that, I can do everything I have to do, and I just get my work done while she's gone.
Do you worry about Shane when you're out and about?
When we first moved in together, I worried about him. I would worry that there was like a fire and like he was in the house. But now I haven't worried about him in a long time. I'm like sure that he's fine, and we haven't had any issues. At the beginning it was just so new, and yeah, I don't really worry about him anymore.
What happens if you get an itch while Hannah's gone?
I rate things like that, like, you know, a sudden itch or having to go to the bathroom are kind of just parts of my experience. I have learned how to just deal with them and wait. Of course, there are solutions that I've learned. I occasionally will remember to have a straw left for me here that I can reach, and then the straw kind of gives me the ability to reach more of my face if I have like an itch. Or there are other people, if I have like a bathroom emergency, I can call like Hannah's parents or a friend or something like that.
Shane, I'm home. Hello?
Hi, how's class?
It was good.
Class was good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Do you feel smarter?
Yeah, actually we talked about our final paper, so it was helpful.
That's good.
Yep.
As often as we can, Hannah and I try to have little date nights here and there. So tonight we went out to dinner at one of our favorite restaurants. This is our go-to romantic night out restaurant.
This corner doesn't look very, like the paint is chipping, like it's a nice restaurant.
What does a romantic date consist of?
Laughing,
Good food,
holding hands.
laughter. We're not holding hands though.
No, but the meal hasn't started.
We hold hands while we eat. No, we don't.
Fine, I'll hold your hand now. We usually hold hands after,
True.
actually.
While we're deciding if we want to eat more or
Yeah.
call it quits.
Not usually dessert. It's always too full.
Those moments mean a lot to us. Just having some time to not be working and not be focusing on all the chores that we have to do in our lives. Yeah. Can you take my lettuce off and put it over there far away from me?
Wouldn't want you to even have a shred of lettuce on your plate.
I'm just making room.
Do you want the lemon?
Not really, no.
Want me to squeeze it?
No. Our honeymoon stage lasted for like 8 months, and we were just like non-stop affection and like cutesy, like vomit-inducing adorableness in those 8 months. But now, after living together for like a year and being together for like 3 years, we've matured a bit. I don't know. But we just kind of like settled into our relationship, and we're not always like locked at the sheath, you know. Like,
What do you want?
fish.
What do you want to start? You want me to break it in half?
Yeah.
Oh, you are gonna love this. You want mashed potato in the same bite?
Yeah, why not?
But do you still love each other just as much?
I think we love each other more now than we did during our puppy love phase. Because when you go through like all these weeks and weeks and months and years of life together and face challenges and difficult moments, your love becomes stronger, and it's not all about just that like cutesy feeling. Thank you. And then should we get the chat done? Thank you. Dessert? No, not tonight. We love to end our day with a huddle on the couch or wherever and just watch TV or a movie or talk. Just that closeness is really important and special to us.
On the edge.
What's one thing you hope Shane always remembers about the way you feel about him?
Shane, I want you to remember that I don't view caregiving as a burden. I don't think that you should ever worry about that or feel that way. That would definitely be the thing that I want you to remember.
My hand's cold.
Yeah, I know, I feel that. Did you pick my head up a tiny bit? Like, I don't really know how.
Is that better?
When you live with a disability, it's easy to fall into the thought process that you are not worthy of other people's love because you require different like help and different needs than other people. Society feeds you this idea that you're not going to find love, and that is so not true.
A lot of people are curious about our intimate life, and we're keeping that between us, but it is possible and satisfying for both of us.
I just rub my nose all over her body. It's kind of how we do it. It's a weird style, but works for her, so. You're gonna find that there are people out there who value your interests and your personality and your hobby and your body. You're gonna find love. I believe that. There's no one in the world that understands my mind the way that Hannah does and my feelings. And I think that she would say the same.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very deep.
And I'm not usually like comfortable talking about my feelings,
Yeah.
but I am with you, so.
After we're done with our nighttime huddle session, then Hannah helps me get ready for bed. Good night.
Not yet.
Even though our relationship might look a little bit different on the surface, we have all the same qualities and daily interactions and responsibilities as any other couple. I have a very peculiar position that my arms have to be in,
Yeah.
and then I put a scarf under them because they get sore at night. And then the head pillow down. And head forward a little bit. And chin up a little bit. And there's just big hair right in the middle of my face.
Hair?
It's right under my nose.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Our strengths and our weaknesses match up really nicely.
Like
so that-
Shane is physically weak and I'm physically strong.
And I'm mentally strong and she's mentally weak. But yeah, we complement each other nicely, and that makes us a power couple. Night.
Good night.
I love you.
I love you.
Now I wait for the big spoon.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're so warm. Alright, we're gonna go to sleep now, so you guys have to leave. But thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Good night.